Hello everyone, this afternoon on The Marketplace, the Ghana Employers Association challenges government to leverage the IMF program to build strong institutions and a resilient economy capable of withstanding global shocks.
If there is any other option, we will support that. But at the end of the day, if the intervention of the IMF is what will bring back the life of the economy, we are all for it.
And despite the challenges, the Ghana Revenue Authority is confident of meeting its 2022 revenue target.
In the mid-year, this target was revised to 72, but we as a tax authority is still focusing on the 80.3 billion, and we are making very, very steady progress.
Also coming up, Economic and Organized Crime Office poised to pursue businesses failing to honor tax obligations.
Investigate and on the authority of the Attorney General, prosecute serious offences, organized crime, and any offence or crime that is against any institution or anybody of which the state has an interest in it.
My name is Daryl Kwawu. Thanks for being with us. Details in a moment. Well, we have many stories coming up. We'll begin with this one. The Ghana Employers Association is entreating government to leverage the IMF program to build strong institutions and a resilient economy capable of withstanding prevalent global shocks. According to Chief Executive Alex Frimpong, efforts in such direction will cushion businesses and propel them to address the challenges that confront employers. He spoke to Joy Business at the 62nd Annual General Meeting of the Association. My colleague James Ishen has more in this report.
The Ghana Employers Association at the Annual General Meeting commended government for taking the bold step to seek support from the IMF. Speaking on inflation and policy rates, Chief Executive Alex Frimpong entreated banks to implement an effective identification system to identify buyers and sellers in currency transactions on the forex market, to enable banks monitor the flow of foreign currency to help in stabilize the exchange rate.
Well, I think that is the obvious choice for us to get out of this difficulty. So once the health of the economy is challenged, and that is the only option available, we need to throw our weight behind government to make sure that we are able to get out of that. Then businesses can really put its work together and sustain their businesses. If there is any other option, we will support that. But at the end of the day, if the intervention of the IMF is what will bring back the life of the economy, we are all for it.
He further asked government to consult widely in the design and the implementation of enhanced domestic program.
As businesses, I'm sure we are suffering even more than employees, because when employees require salary increase, it is the businesses that are going to respond. So if the business is not growing, if the business is stagnant, if the business is bleeding, I'm wondering how the business can survive enough to meet the changing needs of employees in a situation like this, where it is not through the fault of any employee. We are all in it together. So this calls for dialogue, negotiations, discussions, because without the survival of the business, I'm not sure employees can also survive.
This year's annual general meeting is under the theme Business in the Midst of Macroeconomic Challenges.
Now, the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Dr. Daryl has affirmed his outfit's commitment to meeting its 2022 revenue target. According to him, the authority is committed to achieving its domestic revenue targets for the year. Dr. Daryl was speaking at the 12th Annual General Meeting of the Ghana Revenue Authority's Cooperative Credit Union.
Speaking at the 12th Annual General Meeting of the Ghana Revenue Authority Cooperative Credit Union, Dr. Owusu-Amoah said, though revenue projection has been revised downward, the authority is working assiduously towards achieving the old target. He further encouraged taxpayers to be law-abiding and continue to file their returns to help develop the country.
In the mid-year, this target was revised to 72. But we as a tax authority is still focusing on the 80.3 billion, and we are making very, very steady progress. And therefore, we want to commit to assure Ghanaians that we are working towards the 80.3 billion and want to encourage every taxpayer should take the opportunity and make sure that they pay their taxes. Even though the times are hard, if you look at various opportunities that you have, you should be able to settle, because we still need the taxes to be able to make the times better. And therefore, we cannot say that because times are hard, we will not pay our taxes.
On the benefit of the union, the treasurer for the Ghana Revenue Authority Credit Union, Kwesi Essien, said, besides the interest one earns from saving and investing with the union, participants can access soft loans, mortgages, vehicular loans, and support for small businesses. He further stated that the consolidation of the various arms of the Revenue Collection Agency as one has boosted membership and enrollment and increased assets of the union.
In fact, our membership growth.
What helped us in our membership growth was when we integrated our revenue agencies, customs, IRS, and RAG. We gradually introduced the credit union to the various divisions, and we have since expanded across the nation.
The benefits are if we become a member of the credit union, because you have a lot of staff.
The benefits are enormous. The credit union has provided loans, mortgages, and vehicular loans. Aside that, you also earn interest on your investment.
Now, if it comes to vehicle there, and because it's a necessity, I know it's very common.
The 12th annual general meeting of the Ghana Revenue Authority Cooperative Credit Union was held at Nat Hall and was under the theme Building Sustainable Credit Unions to Withstand Disruptions.
Meantime, the Executive Director of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Mameya Tiwa Adodankwa, has disclosed the aim of her outfit is not to harass lawful businessmen or women, but to ensure that they pay the right tax to the state. Speaking whilst paying a courtesy call on the Upper West Minister, Dr. Hafiz bin Saleh, she noted, apart from helping to recoup the required tax for the state, IOCO also educates the business community on the need to honor their tax obligations promptly. JoyNews' Upper West correspondent Rafiq Salam has more.
Executive Director of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, Mameya Tiwa Adodankwa, is on a 2-day visit to the region to interact with officers under her outfit, see the challenges they are facing with a view to fixing them. Mameya Tiwa Adodankwa, in a meeting with Upper West Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Saleh, recalled the mandate of the IOCO.
Our main task is to investigate and on the authority of the Attorney General, prosecute serious offences, organized crime, and any offence or crime that is against any institution or anybody of which the state has an interest in it.
She noted that the objective of the office is not to go after or harass the business community of unpaid taxes, but to educate them on the need to pay their mandated tax to the state.
No, sometimes when our officers go out and they are doing routine monitoring, they are asking for your pay as you earn, indication that you have paid, your tax certificate and other things. I know some of them will run to you. The minister, the people, the IOCO people are harassing us. It's not actually harassing. Some of them, we tell them the essence of putting their things right, and then when they go and then they come back and complain, we let them know that it is part of this little bit of taxes making a mighty ocean. We take time and then we explain to them what they are supposed to do. For some of the small and medium scale enterprises, they don't even know that when you are going for bank loans, the banks will even look at your tax obligation, whether you are tax compliant. When you want to invest it, they also look at all those things. So we take care and then we educate all of them.
Head of Organized Crime at IOCO, Dapla Bashiro, appealed to the minister to initiate fora where the citizenry will be educated on the need to pay their taxes.
Coming from this place, even when somebody gets a summon, then the person thinks that maybe because he is this or that, he's not supposed to pay taxes or he's not supposed to be law compliant. It's very difficult, but the fact too is that we are going through difficult times, and then government no doubt is challenged in terms of revenue mobilization. So I entreat that maybe through the good offices of the regional minister, maybe he will find time to engage or even try to educate the people.
They also called for collaboration between the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council and the IOCO. First, lawyer Abu Isa, who is the head of legal and prosecutions.
There are a few, but get them closer to you so that at least one of our key mandates is even nipping terrorism financing in the bud. And then now those things have become a norm within this part of our country. So obviously we have to consider those things and then be the chairman of RESEC, get them closer to you. Prevention is very key.
And Director of Administration, Edward Kujo.
Because of our recent past, where we see some schemes happening in remote areas, including the regions, and then it blows up, then we have to go back and find out what happened, like DKM, things like that. We need to work closely so that the intelligence can be shared amongst the relevant agencies. We can nip it in the bud, so that people don't lose their resources and they will now have to go and reconstruct how the money was lost.
Upper West Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Sali, on his part, assured the Executive Director of the IOCO of the support of the Upper West RCC to enable them efficiently perform their duties.
We'll do all we can to support IOCO to perform its mandate of monitoring and investigating economic and organized crimes. Once we pick feet that there is any untoward happenings or incidents in any part of the region, we certainly draw the attention of your officials, because we need to support one another, we need to cooperate, we need to collaborate for us to make Ghana a safe place for all of us to reside in.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
In other news, an amount of 120 million Ghana cedis is expected to be invested in the operations of over 20 small businesses across the country through the Injaro Ghana Venture Capital Fund. According to the Managing Director of the Venture Capital Fund, Hamdia Ismaila, advisory and policy support for small businesses is crucial to the growth of the operations. Speaking to Joy Business at the sign-in, he noted that various productive sectors within the SME space will be selected.
This is in the bid to build African businesses with social and economic impact and to deliver sustainable value to both investors and partners. Venture Capital's Managing Director, Hamdia Ismaila, reiterated the company's commitment in supporting small businesses.
As an SME, you need a business plan. You need your financial statement for 3 years. That is if you have been in existence. If you are not in existence, you don't need that. You need your business registration documentation. Those are the 3 key things you need for starters. Whatever is...
All right, some audio issues there. Let's move on to other stories for you. The Ghana National Tailors and Dressmakers Association is pleading with government for financial assistance for fresh graduates in the form of grants to enable them start their own businesses. This will help create jobs and reduce youth unemployment. Leadership of the association visited some examination centers where the annual examination of trainees took place. There's more in this report.
The Ghana National Tailors and Dressmaking Association has been working assiduously to raise the standards of the profession by improving the quality of apprentices or trainees that come out of the school annually. David Kwawu is the Regional Secretary for the Greater Accra region.
We expect the government to come and support us clearly. Most of the times when it gets to their politics times, they come around and then give us a lot of words that they are coming to support. But when you knock at their door, most of them doesn't come around. But this time around, we are calling on the government to come in and support GNTDA, because we are really doing a lot. Talking about our training sessions alone, as you are here today, you realize that over here we have 69 candidates who are going to graduate or who are writing their final exams today. And casting across Greater Accra alone, we have over 500 candidates who are writing their final exam today. And this cuts across the whole country. So meaning GNTDA as a whole, we are doing a lot. So we want the government to come in, at least establish some technical training centers for us, so that when it comes like this, we will not be falling onto the schools like this, and then they will be asking us to leave whatever we want to have our exams.
The regional coordinator, Christiana Afre, encouraged Ghanaians, particularly youth idling around, to learn a trade in order to earn a decent living.
Learning a trade has developed their countries. Now we have a lot of children outside there, they don't have any trade. So taking this trade, they will come out having something to do than just sitting in the house and depending on their parents and the rest. But after this course, they have something to do, they will be working, getting something into their pockets, and then be able to pay taxes to the government as well.
We are taking you next to the Ashanti region, where over 20,000 women and some youth in Kumasi are expected to benefit from a plastic bottle recycling project. The Coca-Cola Foundation has given a grant of 150,000 cedis to Recycle Up Ghana. In this direction, the two-year project will see to the processing of about 500 tons of plastic waste monthly. Lab FM's Kwesi Deborah has more in this report.
The community recycling project focuses on raising awareness on plastic pollution, collection and recycling, and capacity building. Abdurrahim Shaibu Isa is Executive Director of Recycle Up Ghana.
For the next 2 years, Recycle Up Ghana, with the support of the Coca-Cola Foundation, will support these same people, the plastic waste aggregators and the collectors, to increase their current PET collection capacity and to create environmental awareness and education campaigns in various communities in Kumasi. The project will focus on providing infrastructure as well as technical support to the plastic waste aggregators and collectors to increase their current PET collection capacity. This will automatically increase the recycling percentage of recycled plastics by 5% in the short term and up to 25% in the medium to long term. This will see a massive change in how plastics are always clogging our drains, just like the director mentioned. And then we would also support the creation of women waste picker groups. Now, the idea of creating women waste picker groups is to form a formidable group of women waste collectors, where Recycle Up Ghana will continuously work together with our partners to provide them with additional support, as in access to finance, additional training support, and other areas where they could also be able to create value out of what they do so that they can continuously be able to collect the plastic waste that the aggregators need. The idea is basically to fill that void in the value chain to make sure that every single player in that value chain is affected in that process.
Coca-Cola Director of Public Affairs, Communication and Sustainability for West Africa, Indies and Middle Africa, Dr. Aisha Fauzi, says the project reflects the Coca-Cola Foundation's agenda of a world without waste.
So World Without Waste is a global campaign to ensure that we have zero waste by 2030. So how we're doing that is we're working on different pillars. The first pillar is to collect, so we have to really put a lot of emphasis on the collection, and that's what we want to do in the Kumasi Ashanti region. And then the second one is to design. So the design of the packaging together with the packaging and the secondary packaging. And then the third one is the partnership, and that's where we come along with Recycle Up Ghana to partner with the women pickers, and also to ensure that we actually drive a world free of waste.
CEO of Premier Waste Services, Abon Arthur Brown, believes the project will help build capacities of waste aggregators in Kumasi.
This project means a lot to Premier Waste Services as a company and my fellow aggregators, because one, it will help us to increase the capacity that we are producing and also help us to create employment.
Reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Deborah.
Now, as part of measures to manage waste and create employment in the country, Serath Development Organization is set to employ the youth to go into coconut waste projects. Now, the Coconut Waste Project, which is funded by the EU under the Circular Economy and Local Development Program, will create opportunities through value addition to coconut waste in the La Nkwantana municipality. The following report has more.
The project is expected to aggregate an average of 100 tons of coconut waste on a daily basis. In addition, the aggregation of coconut husk is expected to create 100 jobs for the youth within the La Nkwantana municipality. Also, 50 youth will receive training on various entrepreneurial schemes and sustainable waste management practices. Speaking to Joy Business, Country Director of Serath Development Organization, Dr. Lucille Abrakwa said the project will improve sanitation as well as create jobs.
Our coconut waste project is funded by the EU, and it's just to develop the green and circular economy by enhancing job creation and providing and increasing the waste processed within the Land Kwantana municipality, the Land Kwantana Municipal Assembly. One of the objectives of this project is to institute a coconut waste processing facility. So the facility is to kind of meet the gap in the municipality by getting waste or collecting waste from the municipality and sending it to the coconut waste processing facility to be processed into value-added products such as coconut peat, cocoa peat, charcoal, and paper.
On his part, the program officer in charge of infrastructure and sustainable development section at the European Union, Clemens Beckers, reiterated the EU's commitment to supporting circular economy in Ghana.
For us from the European Union, it's very important to partner with Ghana on circular economy. We think it's a key way to both address environmental and economic challenges at the same time. The EU and Ghana supports a couple of initiatives with a variety of partners to promote circular economy. One is we partner with the Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation to develop a circular economy action plan and roadmap. We have the project with Serrat about coconut waste recycling. We have other projects about waste recycling, even plastic waste recycling. We do a lot for skills development, that people get empowered and enabled to use opportunities of circular economy to create jobs, to create their prosperity. So we're doing different activities with our partners.
Now, over 3,000 people in Sigiri and other adjoining communities in the Jarapa municipality of the Upper West region will now heave a sigh of relief after the establishment of a groundnut processing center in the area. Hitherto, the women used to sell the raw groundnuts at low prices after harvesting. The project, which is funded by non-governmental organization World Vision Ghana at a cost of 52,500 Ghana cedis, is aimed at not only empowering the women economically, but to promote local value of the groundnuts. JoyNews' Up West correspondent Rafiq Salam brings us this report.
The Sigiri Groundnut Processing Center is a community initiative and funded by World Vision Ghana at a cost of 552,500 Ghana cedis. The aim of the processing center is to support women in their communities to raise not only their income but to add value to the groundnuts by processing and packaging them into different products. Board member of World Vision Ghana, Ruth Atimile Awales, speaking at the commissioning of the center on behalf of World Vision's National Director, Dickens Tundi, commended the women for the initiative. She noted that the project is not for free, but to empower them, adding that over 3,000 people from 4 communities will benefit from it.
This whole project, it's going to benefit 3,295 members from the Sigiri, Tanzu, Carl and Jeffrey communities. And out of this number, 1,959 are adults and children who are also very dear to the heart of World Vision, 1,336 being children. The
groundnuts are taken through several processes, including roasting and extraction of oil, before they get the final 5 products, namely groundnut oil, groundnut paste, kuli-kuli, coated groundnuts, and snack bar. Municipal Chief Executive for Jiroba, Nicolas Soyiri, was full of praise to World Vision Ghana for the support. He however pleaded with the chiefs and landlords of Sigiri to cede more land to women for the project, since the 25-acre land allotted for the piloting of the project wouldn't be enough in the near future.
When I looked at the processing facility and I heard that it was 25 acres of land, as you did here, I quickly imagined that the machines can consume all the granules within a short while, and all year round the machines may be idling. So I would engage with community leaders further to see if we can facilitate release of more land for cultivation.
Jiriba Area Programs Manager of World Vision, Francis Mensah, threw more light on the project.
We saw that granules is commonly produced here, but it doesn't benefit the producers because they are bought at a cheaper price, meaning that they toil and others make the profit. So with the support of our savings for transformation groups that we have formed with the community members, we share the idea with them that it is very important that they increase their incomes through adding value to their raw products. The idea of adding value to their raw product came up, and they accepted the process that it can be done.
Meanwhile, World Vision Ghana has closed its Jiriba area office after close to 10 years of operations. The commissioning of the Granule Processing Center was their swan song. World Vision Ghana National Director Dickens Tunde explains further.
We are talking about Jirapa area program closure, but it's not really a closure. We are simply transitioning. And I want you to know that World Vision Ghana is very, very delighted by the work that has been done in this community. You know, we work in several other areas, but coming here was by God's providence.
Adding value to our raw materials, that's certainly a good one. And that's the marketplace. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. We leave you with a look at the currency market.